The following podcast contains adult language and material, and by adult I mean extremely childish, questionable, and borderline inappropriate. The views expressed within belong to a pair of idiots and should not be taken seriously. Trust me, I know from personally babysitting them for 8 years. No self-respecting person should listen to this show. Do yourself a favor and put on a nice, wholesome Christmas movie, like Mickey's Christmas Carol or Home Alone. But if you insist, consider yourself warned. Enjoy Crash Test Live. Good luck.
Crash Test Live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We hath returned to the great landscape that is the internet for another installment of Crash Test Live. Welcome. Welcome in. Please, have a seat by the fire. Undo your bootstraps. Relieve the tension on your cowl. Grab an ale and join us. Hi, guys. What's up? Hey, Jack. Sorry, I blacked out for a second there. How you doing?
What's cowl?
It's like a cape.
Oh, okay.
A hooded cape.
I wore a
One
cape.
one might wear for a journey, a long journey.
You know what I was thinking about during the intro? Because I like
What?
to, my mind races while I'm
What's
looking
that?
at the graphics. Mm-hmm. For a show called Crash Test Live, we don't crash very much. Like, this is like a very well-oiled machine.
It's fairly put together. The last couple times we've done episodes, I feel like the Halloween episode, we had some crashy stuff. The week after that, we had some crashy stuff. But yeah, I mean, we really got to thank our team. Reed in the chat just said, "You're welcome." Thanks, Reed. Good job, Reed. Everyone at home, round of applause for Reed. Guys, shout out to Matt Flyzik for the today's intro. Wholesome intro.
Maybe
Chat.
the most wholesome person that
Yes.
there is.
Yes. For everyone watching live right now, tuning in live, I got to shout out the chat because before we even started this broadcast, we got a level 5 hype train going, and that's nice. So thank you, and big thanks to Rick for handling the live Twitch side of things. Round of applause at home for Rick. It's just one set of hands clapping. Sounds like porn in a distant room. It's been a minute. We the last real episode we did was our town hall episode, which took place election week, which is pretty fucking crazy to think about because that feels like it was yesterday and also a year and a half ago.
That means that the last time we did an episode, there was a different president. Monsters had only been number one for like 9 weeks at that point. Which
I
is
know
like
it wasn't even that impressive at that point. It wasn't even that impressive at that point. Hey,
we were failures.
Failures. My parents still wouldn't speak to me then, but now 12 weeks at number one.
Phone's popping off. Mom and dad just won't leave me alone.
Phone won't stop ringing. They finally approve. Speaking of my parents, today is my mom's birthday. Happy birthday, Mommy.
Isabel? What?
Yeah.
Her birthday is very close to yours.
What? Yeah, I know. We're a week
Yes.
apart. 7 days apart exactly, which is kind of crazy.
That is very cool.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Mama.
I gotta send her a text to Rooney.
Please do. I think she's watching right now, so you can, honestly, whatever you're going to text her, you can just say right now.
Well, I'm gonna text her as well. It's more
Please say it out
personal.
loud for everyone, please.
Miss Izzy. She did ask me to stop calling her Miss Gaskarth after like 17 years.
I mean, it's been
she's like,
we're
"Can you
30.
well, I know, but I met her when I was like 12. It's just that's what you say. You call your friends' moms Miss. Like I call I call Miss Kathy. Call Ryan's mom Miss Kathy.
Right.
Miss Izzy, happy birthday.
It is hard. It is hard to kind of do away with those old habits that you had when you were young and wanted to be respectful to your friends' parents.
Of course.
It's
happy
hard to
birthday
get rid of that.
to you and all your praying mantises. Praying mantises or praying manti?
I think it's mantises, to be honest.
Is it mantises? We're gonna need Ryan for this one.
I'm gonna need help on this one. Speaking of Ryan, it's been a while since we've gotten to check in with Ryan and Jeff, so let's bring them in now and say hi. Welcome, boys. How are we, guys? Guys?
Hi.
Hey.
Hello.
We're back,
Ryan,
baby.
What is it? Praying mantises or praying manti?
Yeah, it's praying mantises or praying mantis, mantes. Mantis.
Ooh, like
So
mantis.
it's not manti.
Hey, can I yell at someone real quick? Did one of you guys not have headphones on?
I have
No.
headphones on.
I'm hearing an echo.
That's
that me?
That's on you. Your
That's
head's
on Ricky.
echoing.
Probably on Ricky.
It's
God.
probably Ricky's fault. Let's be honest.
So let's go with praying mantis.
Mantis.
Okay, praying mantis. Cool.
Okay. How's it going? Happy birthday, Izzy. Happy birthday. Does she watch?
I think she's watching. Yeah, I do.
Oh,
Happy birthday, Miss Izzy.
Thank you. Thank you. Everybody wish my mom a happy birthday. She's a saint.
If she was an artist, she could go by Mizzy, like Ms. Izzy. Mizzy, like Mizzy.
Right. Ms. Izzy.
Did you ever think about that?
Not really. No.
No. That's fair.
Jeff, how you doing? What have you been up to, dude? I feel like I haven't had like a face-to-face interaction with you in a few weeks, and I feel awful about that. As a friend, as a human, I miss
okay.
you.
That's
I
okay.
missed you very much.
It's tough to reach me in the middle of a snowy tundra because this is all real.
Yeah.
Jeff, I actually don't know where you are, like actually in the world. Right now.
I have no idea.
That's I want
Should
to
we
just
guess?
comment.
Should we all guess?
Not to interrupt Jeff, because I do really want to know this, but with the like, Jeff is always shrouded in this veil of mystery because he assumed the green screen thing. Like that's his,
What?
that's his bit for the show. And so because we never actually know where he is, I feel like I don't know Jeff's life anymore. I only know it through the lens of Crash Test Live, and it's all an illusion. So
What I'm
I really,
expecting
where
is-
are you? What are you doing?
Yeah.
It's more along the lines of where I wish I could be able to go when I can't. I guess I really don't know.
That makes sense.
But
Literally,
yeah.
where are you?
I don't think he wants to tell us. I think
No,
that's
it's
all
a
right.
secret. Yeah, we're working on some top secret things, so I'm just going to keep the
right.
character going.
Well, it's not
answer
my
the
friends,
question.
but
I watched what's the Tarantino movie, the Western-ish, and it takes place in like a cabin thing.
Django?
No,
Not
it's
Django.
7.
The Hateful Eight.
Oh, Hateful Eight.
Yeah,
I watched that a couple nights ago. Southall and I started at the same time. He's in Michigan and I was here in Nashville, and we started at the
love
same
that.
time. But Jeff's background reminds me of that, which then reminds me of a lot of murder and disgusting things. So,
Yeah.
hey Jeff.
All right,
love
this is tranquil to me. Is this like an ink blot test, and you kind of see what you?
I love it. I mean, what is that? Are you at the base of the Grand Teton?
I
What is?
I
What's that
ran an
supposed to
extension
be?
cord from the cabin back there, and I'm just decided to have the broadcast on a frozen lake because
In the middle of
I've
an
never done that
icy
before.
Well, one might
not?
look at that cabin and say it might be on fire.
No, that's just wood.
just the warm
reflecting
lighting from
the,
inside.
the
Got it.
low wattage bulbs.
I'm realizing now I didn't really clean up my room that much, and I have a old ring light back there.
Oh, hey, that's an interesting thing. Did your ring light fail you recently? Because I had to get a new one because mine broke. Are we on the same ring light breaking schedule?
Mine broke as well. I think
What
No.
the fuck?
Yeah,
I got what's called a key light now.
Yeah.
So it's not a ring, but it's like a big block rectangle.
Cool.
And I got a little guy that I can do whatever I want with it. So we want to go brighter, we can go brighter.
Whoa.
With different temperatures.
Ryan, could you make it orange real quick? I missed the old Ryan.
Did we not talk about this, Jack?
I miss when Ryan was citrus.
Make Ryan orange again.
Make Ryan citrus.
Make
again.
Ryan orange. God.
Well, winter seasons it gets a little less orange.
There you go. I need to go tanning.
You do look very good. You do look very good, though.
You guys look
Thanks,
great.
Jack.
Everyone looks great.
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm really. How's everybody doing? How are your holidays? Well, holidays so far. Nice Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was good. We just had a small, just myself and Morgan. We just made our own
Perfect.
stuff. Yeah, just watch Christmas movies and just relax. Really.
What's everybody's like date for when you're allowed to start watching Christmas movies, listening to Christmas music, and getting a Christmas tree? Is it Thanksgiving for all of you? Because that's what it is for me. I can't do it before.
No, for me, it's always been Thanksgiving. Is once the turkey's in the oven, all bets are off.
Right. You just start singing songs.
Yeah, I'm about the weekend after. Like I just finished setting up all my Christmas lights and I'm a little late.
Okay.
So I would have liked if Thanksgiving's at Thursday, maybe Saturday, Sunday, you transition into Christmas in my mind.
Yep.
November 1st, I put on the there's a Christmas jazz record for like coffee shops, and I put that on.
That's nice.
Yeah,
November
it's really
1st?
nice. November 1st. I mean, I like to like
early.
take Well, I love Christmas so much that I like to.
Now, is the Christmas
celebrate.
jazz? Is it jazz music? I mean, is it Christmas music or is it just a jazzy feel?
It's jazzy renditions of Christmas music.
Oh, I got a great playlist of that
Jazzy.
too.
Send it
I
over.
like it.
Also, Alex, your mom sent me your mom sent me a picture of a praying mantis and said thank you.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like this year for me, the tree's going up probably December 28th, and I'm gonna probably rock it for about 3 days, and then I'm gonna burn it to the ground.
Hell yes.
But yeah, I mean, it's been an interesting one because obviously, like the holidays have been challenging for everybody because this is like a holiday season unlike any we've really had before, and that we all feel a bit weird about celebrating with big groups and all of that. But I feel like in that everybody's finding really cool ways to have these like cozy, intimate, almost like less stress than it has been before in a lot of ways because all that stuff's off the table now. You know what I mean?
It's also my concern was I didn't know if I wanted to set up Christmas lights inside and outside because there is kind of like I live alone. And I don't know if it would be sad to like walk into a Christmas tree, but it turns out it's very nice. So I decorated my house and everything. And I don't know. I think I'm going to stay here for Christmas. So
We got our lights up.
different,
It's very pleasant. It's very pleasant.
Jeff, I
was
see
kidding about
some
the tree
lights.
thing.
I see some lights on the cabin back there, but I'm not sure if they're Christmas lights or.
Yeah, the Christmas lights. We're working on the pine trees back there too.
Jack, do you decorate?
That's tonight.
I have a Christmas tree, but it's upstairs, and I live alone, and it's like 150 pounds.
The fuck kind of tree do you
It's
have?
staying up there.
It's that thing's staying up there, dude.
Pyramid
So,
of cinder blocks that you
Jack's-
painted green.
Jack's tree this year was you know how like the Rockefeller tree this year went from being a total piece of shit to this beautiful thing?
Yeah.
And really like they were going like, no, it's going to look great when we're done with it. So the real reason is Jack took the original one. And that's
It's
just on
sitting
his
up
third
there.
floor. He's just, this piece of shit. He got a really good deal though.
Speaking of the Rockefeller tree, our own Andrew Cook was gigging up on stage.
That's right.
Right.
Oh, with Dan
Doing
and
this.
Shay.
Ever see this move? I can play drums, Dan, Shay.
For those of you who don't know, Andrew plays drums for the band, for the Dan and Shay band. The band and Shay.
Dan and Shay.
And he's so he was there. He looked like a hunk. He was doing a great job.
So talented at
And,
everything.
and because of them, the Ravens game was at 2 p.m. on a Wednesday.
That's right. So thank you for that. Thank you for that, Andrew, for making me watch football at 3 p.m. on a Wednesday.
Justin Tucker texts us and goes, I think we're on right after Days of Our Lives. That was just a drop, but I have Justin Tucker's number.
Yeah.
Oh, what is
cool,
it?
Cool, man. I just gotta. What is that down there?
Oh,
Pick that up. It's just a little baby version of Justin.
Okay, guys, let's carry on. How about that?
All right, sounds good.
All right.
It's nice to see you, boys. We'll see you in a bit.
you as
Hey,
well.
peace out, guys.
Capiche out.
How do I?
Peace out, Napoleon.
Peace out, Ryan. Peace out. Oh my gosh, Allgar89, thank you for the gifted subs. That's very kind of you.
Nice.
Yeah. People are feeling generous. Everyone's in the Christmas spirit, honestly.
I was thinking today, I want to do something for like kids around this time that like don't have like they can't see their families because they're in the hospital or something. But like I don't know what to do.
That's
You
awesome.
just like I know, but like what do you
love
do? Like I was reading
Well-
something about like there's like kids who like have like cancer and stuff. They're in their hospital and their family can't visit them because it's too
Yeah.
dangerous. But you can like send them gifts. But like I need to find if someone can find a website and they can send that to me, that would be very nice.
I will say, and we've done some work for this place before, but St. Jude is
Yeah.
a great resource for that. And on their website, they have actually my neighbor works for that department, so we
That's
can
a great point.
Really?
think of something. Yep.
I was about to say St. Jude always doing.
Sorry, man. I have to like put in my good. I have to be first to the good deeds because you're such a good person. so.
No. I'm glad someone said it.
I don't
That's a
want to
great
like just donate money though. I want to like make it like a very specific thing where like you actually send them gifts or something. You know what I mean? Like something that's like
Yeah.
super direct.
It feels a little bit. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Oh,
If
here
you
it is.
wanted-
Oh, it's right on the website for St. Jude.
Can you explain it to us? Should we work on it and maybe at the end of the show we'll put it up on screen so we can share
Yeah,
it?
cool.
But yeah, I think that's a really rad idea and I love that.
Nice. Cool.
Good for you. Yeah, I mean, this year especially, like it is really, really important, I think, to reach out to people who may not be as fortunate as we all are, feeling comfortable in our homes. People that are in positions where they can't see their loved ones or family. The holidays are super trying when things get thrown out of whack. So it really puts an emphasis on, stressful moments. And I think whatever we can do for each other is big this year. Well said, JB.
Yes.
I love it. Have you seen this stuff about the monoliths showing up
Yeah.
all over the place? What do you
I
think?
love it. I love it. I
love
mean, I'm so fucking bored these days that just anything to look at, it's been great.
Right. It's nice to just have a story that's not
Yes.
it's terrifying. But maybe this is terrifying. Maybe this is how the world ends. Maybe this is the beginning of it. But so the first one showed up where? It was like Utah? Somewhere?
Wasn't there one in like Romania or something? Like
Yeah,
they were
it
like
was-
on a helicopter just flying and they just saw it in the middle of like a canyon.
Well, that was the first one. That was the first one in Utah, and they were like flying over
Was it
looking
Utah?
for. Yeah, I think so. It was either Utah or Arizona or somewhere like that.
Yeah.
Please feel free to help me out in the chat, guys. They spotted it from a helicopter and they went down to check it out, and it was just sitting there with really no indication of how it got there. And then weeks later, it just disappeared one day. And then shortly after the one in Utah disappeared, one appeared in Romania. And then shortly after that, there was another one in California that I believe was destroyed. People showed up and just bashed it to nothing.
God damn it, California.
Yeah. But it's like, what do you think? Because I have a theory. I have a theory that it's like this, it's some 2001 A Space Odyssey shit for sure. It's freaking me out. It says year-round Grinch. I think like what may be going on here is like this feels like some kind of experimental, experiential art project where like they're
Yeah.
trying to sort of expose when something goes viral on the internet. Everybody makes a big deal, like, because there were hundreds of people hiking out to the middle of nowhere in Utah to take a picture with this thing. And I think the idea was like they ended up removing it, I believe, because they were worried that people were going to destroy this beautiful part of Utah. And
But
like
also
that-
get hurt too.
Or
because
get hurt, yeah,
It's like in the
dangerous.
middle of a ravine or something.
But there's something kind of crazy about that message, you know? Like it kind of makes you think. You're like, holy shit.
I kind of just
We
wish
do
they
have a
just put it
tendency to find something cool, unique, and beautiful, and then flock to it and ruin it.
and destroy it. Yeah, it's very true. I
weird.
kind of wish they just put it in like the middle of a place that no one can get to. Like the helicopter found it, and that's all you ever heard from it again.
Right.
Like no one could find it because they didn't like disclose the location, and that's kind of how I wanted. I feel like it's like sold out. Like I feel like
Yeah.
that's not the monolith I know. The monolith I know wouldn't want to be found out by all these people. It was the underground monolith.
You're like more of an indie monolith.
I'm an indie monolith,
Yeah, one that doesn't-
old school.
Hangs out at obscure dive bars in
Before
Brooklyn.
the monolith was on top 40, you know.
Yeah. Totally. 12 weeks at number one. We knew the monolith before those days.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I have to plug this, but we did just put out a new version of our song Monsters featuring the one and only Demi Lovato, which has been super exciting. And thank you guys so much, everyone in chat and everyone listening right now at home or watching right now at home. Thank you for supporting the song. It was really, really exciting to kind of reimagine the song and continue to celebrate it the way we've been celebrating it. And she crushed it, and it feels real good. Feels real good, man.
That's right.
Feels real good. December 19th, we are doing one final episode of Crash Test Live for, we're going to do like a holiday special, nice holiday special. And then we're going to go dark for the rest of the year, and we'll be back in 2021. So do not forget to mark your calendars. December 19th, holiday
Marked.
special, Crash Test Live. That wasn't for you, Jack. That was for the people at home. And don't forget, as always, I got to be a corporate hewer. 'Tis the season for holiday merch. Please get your merch now. Store.crashtestlive.com. We got a bunch of great shit. We got Christmas ornaments. We got sort of an ugly sweater thing. We got a coffee collab from Anchorhead that's really, really good. The Blonde Bear Blend. And
that.
a nice see you at Benny's mug. So use the code live merch now. It's going to be active, I think, for a couple hours. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do it to it. It's time now. As it always is time at this part of the episode of Crash Test Live. For wonderful news. Let's go.
Coming to you live from CTL Studios, it's Wonderful News.
I just
Remember that?
realized that's Ryan's voice.
Remember that. Is it though? Is it Ryan or is it
It sounds like Ryan.
is it the idea of Ryan?
It could be the thought of him.
It's the monolith of Ryan.
God
That's
damn
right.
it.
It's the monolith in Utah of Ryan. Mysterious lights across Detroit River turn out to be just weed farms. We have a picture. Let's take a look at that real quick before we get into this. Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. A spooky glow. A TV station in Detroit recently wondered what the source of a mysterious glow was coming from its neighbor of Windsor, Ontario, Canada. The discovery was less of a puzzle as it was the bright lights from weed greenhouses upstaging stars and creating a colorful glow. Reporter Tim Pamplin noted that the glow looked like an eternal sunset, but it clearly wasn't the sun or the moon. At the base of the lights are thousands of acres of greenhouses, many of them used for growing marijuana, Pamplin said in his report. The source of the illumination may have been a surprise to people on the street in Windsor, but not Leamington Mayor Hilda McDonald. She said, "We're basically the greenhouse cannabis capital." Smug about it. She's all smug about it and shit.
Wait, so they're legally growing it?
She's like, what the fuck's the problem? Yeah, I think so. It sounds like it. Sounds like it's state sanctioned happy plants.
Isn't that crazy? That's
I
like
love it.
What a time to be alive, man.
I love it so much. It's about fucking time.
I mean, I just remember like being in high school and like having to go behind like a fucking.
Can we get a about damn time flasher on this? Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there we go. A movie
About damn
theater
time.
and sketchily buying like weed.
It was so fucking stupid. And then like you don't know what's in it. It's like a kid sold you some weed mixed with oregano with some belly button lint that he found.
It
And
reminds me
that's
of
what
the-
you end up. It was horrible. Like I just
Like
at
in-
least now we
yeah.
know. At least now we know what we're inhaling.
Like in The Office, where they try to frame Toby with a caprese salad. There's just mozzarella in there.
Too good. As of last month, Leamington was exploring whether or not to follow in the steps of Kingsville, which gave the green light to light pollution because of the greenhouses. Someone said it's Canada. It's all legal there. Hell yeah. Canada's doing
Nice.
something right, man.
They do a lot of things right.
Doing a lot of
Yeah.
things right. I support it. I back it. Grow more weed. Use it to fund public education. Subsequent tax revenue. We can fix a lot of things. Arecibo Observatory has collapsed ahead of its planned demolition. Damn, that's sad.
know.
This is the observatory from the movie Goldeneye, right?
I watched it collapse. Yeah, it is. And I watched it collapse, and I shed a tear.
Yeah.
Growing up, like watching
Iconic.
Goldeneye, watching Goldeneye, but also playing Goldeneye, and that level was so. That was the last
Running
level.
down,
so it was-
running
yeah.
down those platforms.
Dude, so crazy.
The sound, the foot sound effect, dun, 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 as you run. Oh man,
You just
so
kind of
tense.
hate it.
I know. They hired me years ago to do that. I was 7. The instrument platform of the 305-meter telescope, at Arecibo Observatory in Puerto Rico, collapsed overnight, according to the National Science Foundation. It's a final blow to one of the most powerful telescopes on Earth, and it has aided astronomical discoveries for 57 years, withstood hurricanes, earthquakes, and tropical storms. Engineers assessed the damage and determined that all 3 of the telescope's support towers broke off, which sent the 900-ton instrument platform plummeting down to the dish below. It's kind of crazy that after all that time, it withstood hurricanes, earthquakes, like an absolute pummeling. And then it wasn't until it knew that it was scheduled to be demolished that it was like, oh, you know what? Fuck y'all.
Yeah,
It collapsed.
I thought you were gonna say it's 2020 what took it down. Oh no, yeah, Reed said that too.
I'm not gonna rob it of its own dignity. I like to think that it was aware.
It
was aware
graciously
of-
decided to.
Yeah, it knew what its fate was, and it said, "No, I ain't going out that way."
The weirdest part about it is that's how Trevelyan dies in the fucking movie. It
Yeah, the big
collapses
spike
down
it
on that.
falls on him from the. Yeah. Do you think he was down there?
Bonnu, man, Bonnu, Sean Bean.
Do you
Is
think
it
Sean
Bean?
Bean was down there to be
Sean
crushed?
Bean, yeah. No, he got his head cut off, man. Remember?
I thought it just lands on him because he's still kind of alive at the end. He goes.
No,
and
I
talks
was
to him.
talking about in Game of Thrones when he got his head cut off.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler
Sean Bean's
alert.
Sean Bean's died a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
I like spoiler alert for season 1
Yeah.
of a show that's been over for a year and a half and ended terribly. Droning the drove. Cow herders turned to flying tech. There's a video of this. I want to see this video before we even get into the news. Can you just play this video?
We're creating a tool that will bring the livestock industry to the 21st century. We call it click and herd, or herding in 3 clicks. Basically, you open the application, choose the pasture you want to work and the destination you want to get there, and our drone goes up in the air and does all the rest of the work for you.
Was that Wolverine?
The guy was terrifying.
I'm sorry, but more importantly than this story, that is the real life Wolverine, right?
The movie, for some weird reason, that made me it all made me so uncomfortable.
That's what Logan's doing these days. He's down in South America,
herding,
rustling cows.
The cows looked more pissed off than anything. They're like, leave me the fuck alone. They're like...
I would be too. I mean, nobody likes a drone. Cows, like, I don't like a drone.
Someone
so if you're a herd of cows...
Hugh Jackman's side hustle.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I think that could be a real thing. I like to think that superheroes are based off some truths, and maybe there really is a Wolverine out there, and maybe that's what he's doing. He's herding cattle with drones.
God.
He never met his full potential of being an X-Man. Not to say that there's anything wrong with herding cows either. Both are great.
Or being an ex-boy.
Or being an X-Man.
Or an ex-girl.
Both admirable. You choose. Choose your own ending. Woman has sold her husband's PlayStation 5 after she discovers it's not an air purifier. Respect. A Taiwanese man who attempted to convince his wife that his PlayStation 5 was an air purifier was reportedly forced to sell the device after she discovered the ruse. Jinwoo posted on Facebook that he purchased the gaming console secondhand. The PS5 has been highly coveted since its release last month. That's true. It's like been fucking impossible to get your hands on these things because all these scalpers bought them all up and are trying to resell them for like $1,000, which is fucking insane. Wu said the reseller that he spoke with turned out to be the wife of the original owner. According to his translated social media post, Wu wrote that the price was extremely affordable, especially considering the console has been sold in most stores, and the woman was eager to sell it to him. When he went to pick up the PlayStation, he met the woman's husband, who explained that he was forced to sell the gaming console after his wife realized it was not an air purifier, as he had told her.
I love that.
That's so stupid.
Babe, there's this crazy disease flying around above us in a million pieces. We got to kill it with this machine.
Yeah. And then he's just like...
I love that so much.
It's good trickery.
Ricky goes, give me that purifier.
Let me get that purifier. I want that pure air. Pure unadulterated gaming. Demand for PS5 is unprecedented. We wanted to confirm that more PS5 inventory will be coming to retailers. What? Is this a statement from the... Sony? What? We don't need that. That's not news.
I mean, let's at least take a look.
Don't worry, guys. You're going to get your hands on one. Jeff goes, whatever. And finally, George Clooney. This is big news, you guys. George Clooney has cut his own hair with a device attached to a vacuum cleaner. It certainly does suck. The coronavirus pandemic has forced celebrities to adapt a brave new world away from their adoring fans and their creature comforts. Some went back to their kitchen tables. Others soothed the world's anxieties with a cringe-inducing John Lennon cover. We all remember that. No one asked for it, though. And one reflected on the unity of humankind from her bathtub. But George Clooney, it turns out, was more prepared than most of his peers for a stint locked down at home. The actor has revealed he's been cutting his own hair for the past 25 years with a 1980s era contraption that he attaches to a vacuum cleaner. This can't be true. This can't be true. Clooney revealed that the trick, when asked by CBS about how he adapted to months of lockdown in 2020, he said, I've been cutting my own hair for 25 years, so this hasn't been all that bad for me. Years ago, I bought a thing called a Flowbee. It comes with a vacuum cleaner and clippers. I still have it and I still use it. A Flowbee is a device invented in the 1980s that can be placed on the end of a vacuum cleaner to trim your hair. He said, my hair's like straw. It's so easy to cut. So Clooney's been giving himself haircuts all this time. Because remember, there was this whole thing at the beginning of lockdown, like with people having like sort of breakdowns and meltdowns about how they couldn't get their normal creature comforts. And, you know, some of them were like coming from a place of privilege. You know, there were some celebrities that bitching about how they were trapped in their houses when really their houses are mansions and things like that. And so you're kind of like, well, you know, it's fair. We're all going through it. It sucks, but also fuck you. So it sounds like Clooney's been okay, because he knows how to cut his own hair with this Flowbee. And there's video of this as well. So let's roll that video.
I've been cutting my own hair for 25 years.
So it has nothing to do with quarantine?
No. Look, my hair's like really like straw, you know, and so it's easy to cut. You can't really make too many mistakes. So years ago, I bought a thing called a Flowbee, which when I was a kid, yeah.
The infomercial, the Flowbee.
This ingenious device lets you give yourself and family perfect haircuts every time.
It comes with a vacuum cleaner and clippers. Yeah, I still have it.
Stop it. You don't use it.
My haircuts take literally 2 minutes. I go.
Is this Flowbee?
Yeah, it's lovely.
That is awesome.
Yeah, listen, man, it works. Now, I wouldn't do it to my wife.
And there you have it,
What?
folks. They're just like us. They're just like us. And when
I'm
I say they're
actually,
just like us, literally no one uses the Flowbee, so I don't know what I'm saying.
I'm surprised that it still works. Like that thing came out in like the 80s.
Dude, I'm impressed.
So crazy.
You know what though? It's because like you can really only get away with that if your hair is that of a Lego man. Like it has to be the one. There's only one haircut that the Flowbee does. You know what I mean?
Someone in the chat said their dad uses one still.
Oh, really?
Chapin the Great.
Chapin the
says,
Great.
My father still uses his Flowbee to this day.
That's amazing. I'm gonna guess that your father has George Clooney hair.
Yeah,
because there's only one cut that you can get with that. You're not getting like, styles out of that thing. You're just getting what you get.
In Wayne's World, they just literally just put a vacuum on his head and just scoop it, but it's pretty good.
I kind of like it.
I've always liked George Clooney, but I kind of like him even more now.
Can we, on the next episode, can we give you a Flowbee haircut? Can we get someone to do a Flowbee haircut?
I think I'd do it.
Who can we bring in? If you don't, because your hair's like, I don't know that you could Flowbee either. There's some tapering to your hair. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm also afraid to see. I don't really want a buzz cut, but I don't know. Maybe I could do it.
You could rock it.
Oh, jeez. I'm looking into this now, and
can I rock a buzz?
It's sold out everywhere because of that Clooney interview.
Oh my
God! Do you think it was a stock thing?
Imagine he was.
Do you think he's insider trading on Flowbee? I love that.
Wow.
Can you imagine he bought in back then in the 80s and then like has waited and sat on it all this time and then
the owner of the Flowbee is sitting at home like it's gonna come back. It's gonna come back.
That's my dream. Let's do it. I'll see it a bit.
That really would be the long play. I love that.
People in the chat are saying we should try to do Zach's hair with it, which I think could maybe work actually.
Yeah.
Zach does kind of look like George Clooney.
Who's ready? Who's ready to come on the show and be Flowbeed for the sake of the show? That's what I want to know. We'll send it. We'll pay for it. We'll send it to your house. That's what we should do. One of our watchers, one of our viewers at home, submit if you're down to Flowbee yourself for us. We'll send you.
They're saying Dwight should do it.
We'll send you the Flowbee. You can come on the show, and we'll see what happens. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I love it.
This could be good.
We'll make Dwight, and we'll make Tiffany. Is that her name? Yeah, we'll make Tiffany do it to Dwight.
Someone says, "I ain't that crazy. I'll Flowbee my dog," said Super Envia. We don't want you to Flowbee your dog. Teeps says he'll do it. Teeps is gonna do it. All right, I'm down. Let's. Cool. Can we get an official sponsor by Flowbee before our show is canceled? Do you think that's something we could accomplish?
Yeah, that
would be nice. That's it for the news this week. We will be right back. Don't go anywhere. When we get back, we got a lot of fun coming up. We got a little bit of hey, it'd be awesome. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna take a break. This is Crash Test Live. Hey, it would be awesome. I do know what would be awesome, Jeff.
Well, that's a cool room, Jeff.
Wow.
Oh, this?
Oh, is that the Iron Man room?
What?
Are you in Tony Stark's lair right now?
I don't know what that is.
That's pretty cool.
Is that a new movie, a new concept or something?
Yeah, it's it's based on a graphic novel.
Marvel.
What's up, dude? What you got for us this week? How's the inventing going? You've had some
It's been
time
good.
off.
I've had a little time off, but I've taken time for myself as well, just to kind of enjoy cooking pot roast or watching a movie, so less time with the inventions, more time with
the pot roast.
You're inventing new experiences. You're inventing life.
Ah, yes, there it is.
And that's the greatest invention, Jeff.
Well, I'm glad someone said it. Oh, boy.
Are we seeing any revenue from these things, by the way? These were supposed to start generating revenue. You said they would.
I am. Are you not?
I haven't gotten a single check.
Ooh, Jack. on the side chat for that one. All right.
I feel like I've learned some things today. Okay. Jeff has a handful of new inventions for us this week, starting with the EMPT, the empty. It's a panic button that pauses every piece of technology under your roof so that you can get back to classic family hangouts around the fire during the holidays. Aw. The sad face on the phone is so perfect. And the
Unable to connect to internet.
Now, I do
button.
understand that internet companies do allow you to pause, data, but I'm talking about nothing works. You can't turn on laptops. You can't turn on the TV. It's all gone for a little while. So you got.
Does this knock out the lights in your home?
Yeah, we're talking candlelight.
Everything.
Your house is just a roof over your head.
You're back to the dark ages.
But your refrigerator still works, though. We have worked out a scenario where that is okay.
Kieran Nicole in the chat said no thanks.
Well, this is not for
This
young
is
folks. It's for the older folks who are just like, talk to me, for crying out loud.
It's a gourmet operation. It's not for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
I love this. If you live alone, this device is perfect if you feel like depriving yourself of things. You go on to say.
Yeah. Technology fast.
Sort of like I like that. Like a self-discipline angle.
Read a book.
Which is smart. Yeah.
Pick up a hobby.
I will say, I get a lot more done when I log out of things and put my phone down and I don't even look at the TV or look at it. Like I will find, you have to find shit to do, and you revert back to like the ancient archaic ways of, something that's not your phone.
I mean, if they had the internet when the pyramids were built, I don't think the pyramids would have even been built.
I saw the
best. That's an interesting
information was out there.
That's an interesting premise, Jeff.
I saw such a good meme about it the other day, where like these it was pretty like fucking dark, but it was like these these ancient Egyptians were like building the pyramids, and they're like, we're dying doing this, and the other guy's like, yeah, but like thousands of years from now, people are gonna look back and be like, God, they gave their life to do this. And then it cuts to a woman, and she's like, I can't believe the aliens built these. I was fucking done. I was like, God damn it, dude.
I love that.
Yeah. Well, we don't know for sure.
Oh, fuck.
It goes on to say it lasts for 2 hours. So if you activate it, good luck. 2 hours isn't that bad, though. 2 hours is easy.
I figure you can fit a movie, reenactment in there or something if you want to put on a play in your house. I don't know. Really don't know.
I like it.
It's great.
I like it. I
Thanks.
think we all could use a little more quality time. I don't know, man. Pep in your step. Pep in your step. Shoes with built-in pulsing massage rollers for your aching feet. The massage mechanism can only activate once you've stopped walking or when you relieve body weight from your feet. The massage rollers can also reverse and pop out of the bottom of the shoe to become a neon 90s style pair of rollerblades. Let's go.
Yes.
Holy, wait. How did you even, Andrew, how did you even make this?
This is actually my favorite invention so far that I want this for Christmas.
Fuck?
This is on my Christmas list, Santa.
All right.
If your feet ache after a long day of holiday shopping at the mall, just roll to a spot for a sneaky secret foot massage. It can be our little secret. Your feet are the ends of your body, so make sure yours are happy endings with the pep in your step.
The ends of your body?
I don't know. Well, that's what it is.
The amount of inventions that have to do with temperatures and your feet is absolutely insight into Jeff's life.
And why is it all a secret? Why is it all our little secret?
These are patent pendings. All the patents are pending.
I love it.
In the summer I did a lot more hiking, so my feet were like, holy shit.
Right.
What are we going to do about this? So now I'm like thinking back to that.
I love it.
So good.
But the rollerblades are just to get to the car quicker, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you could have gone. You hike up the hill and then you
roll down. Yeah, you take it, relax at the top, take it in, then you just roll down.
Pretty
That
good.
would be great. That would be great. The Sunny Side Wake Up, a mattress that cooks breakfast inside the bed by harnessing your body heat while you sleep. This is good. There's a drawer where you load up your favorite breakfast items, set the timer, which doubles as an alarm. Then you're ready to dream with peace of mind while pieces of bacon crisp under your bum bum. The hotter the night, the hotter the bite. That's good, Jeff.
Dude.
That's good, Jeff.
No, it's not. I don't know.
It's real good, Jeff. I tell you
really
why.
Good.
I tell you why, Jeff, because I I'm a human furnace when I sleep.
You are a hot sleeper.
I generate a lot. I could power a city with the heat I generate when I sleep. I'm oftentimes sweaty. It's just a thing that my body does. It's like all the stress and stuff that I have to get out from the day. I burn it up at night like a trash fire deep within my soul. And it would be nice to wake up to a drawer full of eggs and bacon.
Just hot eggs and potatoes and meat just under. Oh God.
And to know, yeah, right. You just slide it open, and to know that like it was my body doing the work. You know,
and you're saving the environment. Use your body. Put that
because
body to work.
anyone can cook breakfast in the morning, but like doing it overnight while you sleep, it's another great way to
time
appreciate
saver, baby.
your body. Yeah,
And think about it on the tour bus, Jack. If you're across from Alex, you just pull out his breakfast drawer. What has he got this morning? Take a look.
I got biscuits for you. Open up my drawer.
I don't feel so hot right now.
Come and knock on my drawer. Eggs are waiting for you. Sorry.
Nice.
Where the bacon is hers and his. Sunny side wake up to. I don't know. We probably can't clear that one. We're banned from Twitch now. I sang too much of the song.
Russ is not stoked right now.
Russ is not happy. We can't get the licensing for that.
We get a whole bunch of legal shit we're going to put you on, Russ.
And finally, the Pure Station 5. It's a PlayStation 5 that's also an air purifier.
Right, I could beat you to it.
Look how stoked that boy is. That boy is so happy.
For one man and one man only. That man who had his PS taken away.
Yeah, and you know what, though?
Good.
There's an environmental aspect to this because it's powered here by Dustin Germs, it says.
Who's Dustin Germs? Oh,
Hi, I'm Dustin Germs, inventor of the Pure Station 5. Pleasure to meet you.
We can attach count bacteria to it, and you can see how much bacteria it collects.
It always comes back around. It's all full circle. All of the inventions collide.
It's the invention universe. We're creating a little...
the extended universe of Jeff's inventions.
Oh, good Lord. All right.
The Jeff's invention cinematic universe.
Fuck.
Okay. Well, thanks for having me back. I appreciate it.
Absolutely beautiful stuff, man.
Yeah, really good.
That's so good. Who's Dustin Germs? So stupid. We got to take another break. When we come back, it's time for Master Debaters. We have some amazing contestants lined up. And this week we are debating The Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it a Halloween movie or is it a Christmas movie? When we return, we will find out. It's pee-pee time. Everybody, enjoy your pee-pees. Master Debaters! Master Debaters! Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! He's got his Bone Daddy shirt on, folks.
Bone Daddy.
He means biz.
I mean bones.
Jack ain't fucking around.
Bones are my money.
The bones are the currency in this household. And we know that. We talked about that. We let you all know, so you should have come with your bones. The exchange rate's good. Hi, welcome back to Crash Test Live. If you weren't here before the break, but of course you were. But of course you were. It's time for an installment of Master Debaters. This episode, we're debating the age-old topic of The Nightmare Before Christmas. Is it a Halloween movie or is it a Christmas movie? The world may never know, except today the world will.
What's this?
What's this? What's this? Why do these things have to be in conflict? Why must there be in conflict at all? You know?
Why must we argue about everything?
Why do we argue? You know, because we do is the answer. Because we do. This week's topic, we already covered that. Here's the rules. Each team member gets about 1 minute to make a case for their side of the argument. Contestants are pre-assigned who their teammate will be. They didn't get to choose. It's just random. It's totally random. It's totally random. No interrupting the other team during their statement or rebuttal, but you can make facial expressions and hand gestures, such as this, to distract the other team.
Just the whole time.
I disagree. The council, in quotes, is summoned from the sacred temple of absolute knowledge, aka Stack, to give the final word. To give the final word on who won the debate. If the council in heavy quotations, has a split decision. Fan voting in the live chat determines the winning team. However, I feel like we say that in the rules, but we usually do a fan vote anyway. So you have that to look forward to if you're tuning in live. If you're watching after the fact or listening to the podcast, sorry.
May God have mercy on your soul.
It's predetermined. And you're just a vessel moving forward through time, experiencing what we've already done. Really makes you think. Team Alex, that's me. We'll be arguing that it is, in fact, a Christmas movie. My teammate today is Rachel. Rachel. She's 20 years old from New Hampshire. She's been a fan of our side project since 2013. She's seen the movie 10 times since October.
Jesus.
Not in life. Since this October.
Damn.
So strap the fuck in. She's been a fan of the podcast since the days of Full Frontal. That's lovely. Thank you. Her parents like to listen to Are You Smarter Than Jack with her? Because everybody loves to learn. Everybody loves to learn.
Just sit around the fire and listen to Are You Smarter Than Jack?
Everybody loves to learn. Everybody loves to learn. ATL is her number 2 favorite band.
Who's the first?
Well, what the fuck, Rachel?
What the fuck?
What the fucking hell, Rachel? We're going to bring her in right now so we can berate her about this. Rachel, welcome to the show. Come on, Rachel. Get in here. Hi, Rachel.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
We're so good. I love your guitar. I love the shirt you're wearing.
Yes, I'm also wearing my nightmare shirt.
Nice.
Hell yes.
I noticed that both mine and yours are orange and black based, but you know. Anyways, who's your first favorite band? I'm really intrigued to hear who this is.
Yeah, what the fuck, Rachel?
Okay, so I did it based on my Spotify Wrapped for this year. You guys were my number 2 artist, and it turns out that Black Bear was actually my number 1.
All right.
Well, that's fine. Well, that's fine then, because he's an ally.
Well,
we love him.
He is an ally, but I also don't think he has a podcast. So we probably got to be your number 1 podcast, right?
That's true.
You were my number 1 podcast.
Okay,
she's like, no, not even.
She's like, actually,
yeah, no.
All wings report in, but my favorite Star Wars podcast.
Rachel, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. I'm excited to argue for you and alongside you.
Yes, I'm very excited to be here.
This will be lovely. Team Jack, arguing that The Nightmare Before Christmas is, in fact, a Halloween movie. Jessica, age 25, location, Ohio, fan of our side project since 2010. She has watched the movie 2 to 5 times a year since the late 90s. That may average out to be more than you. I'm not sure which is more.
Well, I wasn't alive in the late 90s, so I think she has an advantage.
Ooh.
I feel like, but you have youth on your side. So, don't count yourself out.
Must be nice.
Young and full of drive. If she could pick any person, dead or alive, to have dinner with, it would be Tim Burton. So
that would be a creepy dinner, I think.
Yeah.
Like I love Tim Burton, but I don't think I want to meet him.
It's one of those. That's one of those ones where it's like, do you want to meet your heroes or idols? And I think Tim Burton's one where it's like, I'm good.
Yeah, I'll watch from afar.
Yeah. You do your thing, Tim. I'll be over here. She owns a 5-foot Jack Skellington figure.
That's pretty cool.
That's 5 feet of excellence. A med student at Case Western and plans to be a pediatrician. So she also has the field of health at her disposal.
Help the kids.
Yeah. So let's welcome now Jessica.
Hi,
Jessica.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
That's great. You look lovely this evening. How do you feel?
Thank you. I feel good. It's
good.
I feel confident.
You've seen the movie a lot.
I have an obnoxious amount.
Which truly has me nervous. However, I think me and Rachel got this, if I'm being honest. I don't know. It's time to find out. Guys, how do you want to handle this? Usually, I don't remember how we pick who goes first. How do we pick that? Do we just it's random? We just kind of pick it, right? So I think Team Halloween gets to go first, and it can be Jessica. You want to lead us off?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. Without further ado, debating for the movie being a Halloween movie. Jessica, the floor is yours.
Okay. Well, there's no doubt in my mind that it is a Halloween movie. Even though I watch it all year round. If you look at when it's played most often, it's definitely October. It premiered in October 1993. It plays all year on all October on Freeform. And in Disneyland, it's a staple at the Haunted Mansion in October. So there's no way that a Christmas movie could have that much clout in a month where everyone is obsessed with Halloween. So just that makes it a Halloween movie. But if you look at the actual movie, if you think about how you define a movie, I guess, if it ends with someone finding love, it's a romance. Someone dies, it's a tragedy. If they find the Christmas spirit, it's a Christmas movie. But how does The Nightmare Before Christmas end? When Jack is like blown out of the sky and resurrects in the cemetery, he doesn't express his love of Christmas. He declares himself to be the Pumpkin King and says he just can't wait until next Halloween. The entire movie is about him just rediscovering his love for Halloween in Halloween Town. And Christmas is just the random way that he does it. So just that makes it a Halloween movie. But also the director, Henry Selick, who was Tim Burton's number 2 on the movie, has publicly declared it a Halloween movie. So
well, fuck shit. Really I didn't know that part.
Yeah. So there you go.
Pretty good. Nice.
That certainly does make it a challenge.
Yes.
It's already been confirmed. Okay. Well, good. Hang on. Take a deep breath. Rachel, we got this. We got this. Rachel, over to you.
All right, so I just want to say that even though the movie takes place in Halloween Town, the plot is driven by Christmas because it could be any holiday that's stealing Christmas, but the whole point is that they're trying to make it their own and find the Christmas spirit. So the plot does revolve around the Christmas part of it. Also, it takes place during Christmas, and people say that Die Hard and Love Actually are Christmas movies just because they take place at Christmas. Love Actually is mostly marketed as a Christmas movie, but it's all about the romance. So if those are Christmas movies, The Nightmare is definitely a Christmas movie. Also, there's a direct parallel between Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which is a Christmas movie, and how Zero leads Jack's sleigh in the movie. So there's a direct connection to another Christmas movie. They do play it during Halloween on Freeform, but it's also a huge component of Freeform's 25 Days of Christmas lineup. And lastly, you said you watch it year-round, but if you call it a Christmas movie, you can watch it early, watch it in October, say you're just celebrating Christmas early. I mean, people put their Christmas lights up on like November 1st. We were just talking about this. And then you can also continue watching it into December, and it's still a Christmas movie. So I definitely think that The Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie.
Pretty good.
Damn.
Nice.
Rachel came in hot. And I thought we were dead to rights. I really did. I felt like maybe we had been handed our asses to us on a Christmas platter. However,
I came prepared.
You did. You really did. And now I feel pretty confident again. So I guess... Jack?
I'm not going to lie. Jessica took, Rachel took a lot of the things I was going to say, but she's on my team, so it's fine. And I won't start out with a random date.
Wait, what? Jessica's on your team.
No, Jessica, you're on my team?
Yes.
Yeah, sorry. Jessica, I'm sorry, took a lot of what I was going to say, but that's fine because we're on the same team. But I will say that I won't start out with a random date about a random fact that has nothing to do with this movie. And I won't mention that, like Jessica said, it was released on October the 13th, 2 weeks before Halloween. And I won't mention that Christmas is essentially just making a cameo in a Halloween movie. But to Rachel's point about the fact that he goes through a Christmas door, you have to also be willing to say that it easily could have been a Thanksgiving movie if he'd gone through the turkey door, or an Easter movie if he'd gone through the egg door. And I'm still trying to comprehend what the fucking Easter movie is, because there's no Easter movies. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. There's no such thing as an Easter movie.
Oh, no. I hate that.
There might as well be a movie about Flavor Town, all right? A Flavor Town movie. And just look at the title as it comes. Nightmare Before Christmas. Before all else, it's Nightmare. It's a spooky movie. I leave the floor to Alex.
Well, Jack, you've already made my point for me. While many people make the argument that it's right there in the title, The Nightmare Before Christmas, the subject of that title, Sorry, the object of that I don't know fucking things. Christmas. Yes, this is the Nightmare Before Christmas. However, it's all building to what? Christmas, which my consigliere Rachel already touched upon. This is a movie set during Christmas. We can lie to ourselves as much as we want and say that this is a movie about Halloween, but it's not in fact about Halloween. It is in fact about Christmas. While the Halloween Christmas thing is this movie is an amalgamation. It's the two holidays getting smashed together, you know? But I mean, at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, the nightmare is before what? Christmas. And frankly, while I fully agree that Halloween is the superior holiday out of the two, it is. Let's just be honest, it is. Christmas has so much clout that only a holiday with as much clout as Christmas could come for a holiday such as Halloween. Let's be honest. Halloween's big, but it's not as big as Christmas. It's not. It's just not. And were it to be the other way around, Halloween would have no chance of overtaking Christmas. Christmas ain't going anywhere. You know, Halloween could be forgotten. We all got locked down for Halloween this year. Nobody was out in costumes. What are we still doing this year? We're still getting Christmas trees. We're still giving gifts. We're still lighting fires. We're still putting lights up. So, is it that it's not a Halloween movie, it's not a Christmas movie? At the end of the day, it is. It's Christmas. It's a Christmas movie. I lost my train of thought there, but
all right.
I think it's a Christmas movie. And I think Rachel did a better job than I did. I had 3 notes, and as I glanced down at my phone, I was like, shit, she said that one. Shit, she said that one.
Yeah,
Shit,
I was like...
So I was just trying to riff.
I had a whole sticky note, so
I will say this is the first time where our guests, I think, did kind of, excuse my French, trump us in the research phase.
How dare you.
You guys did do better than us this time. I will give you that.
Hey, by the way, everybody in the chat's yelling at me for being disappointed that I decided to argue for Christmas. This was assigned to me.
Yeah.
This was assigned to me.
They're usually assigned to us, which makes a great debater, by the way. If you can debate anything, any side, that's how you debate.
That's what this is about. It's not about being wrong or right. It's just about the debate.
1000%.
It's about arguing with our friends. I'm sorry, but Jessica had the strongest debate I've seen on this show.
Thank you.
Lily Boof.
Also, Reed, thank you for putting up the names because I know that was for me.
Lily Boof.
My initials are literally JB.
Oh,
really?
Can't forget that one.
That's a match made in heaven. A true team. Rachel, you did a great job.
Thank you.
I really didn't bring it. You brought it. You really brought it. So I think we got to go to I guess the council, right? Let's see what the council thinks.
Ryan's probably never seen it, and
to be clear, let's start with Jeff.
Oh, God damn it.
From the headquarters.
Ryan starts looking up this fact about them.
Who is
What is
Tim
this movie?
Burton?
Claymation. Straight from the headquarters, a stack. I don't know. I think Halloween. I'm going to have to side with Halloween.
Also, I would just say, I know the argument's over, but you can't argue against candy corn and then say that Halloween is the true winner of this debate.
Here's my problem.
You can't hate all things Halloween and then say, yeah, of course it's a Halloween movie. I'm sorry.
So, Jeff, your team Jack, is that correct?
Yeah, Halloween. I feel like also the characters in the film, they could also just basically be dressing up as Halloween people and just kind of like still having that Halloween vibe going on. So that could also be a costume, you know?
Okay. So,
whatever, man.
As much as Alex seemed to try to lose this debate, his teammate and debate mate Rachel really made some good points. To be clear, I don't think I ever have seen this movie.
God damn it! What the fuck?
What the hell's wrong with you?
I liked Rachel a lot. I liked her points. Jessica, you killed it as well. But for the point of this debate, I think we go ahead, Jack. What are you trying to say?
Ryan, I usually would be honest with you and tell you wouldn't like a movie because like there's so many movies like Marvel ones where like you're not gonna like that. You actually probably would like this movie. I think.
I'm sure I've seen it. I don't know. Anyway. I know you don't have imagination, but I feel like this one really would take you out of your. I feel like everyone looks like Slender Man. It's all weird and goopy.
No, it's very funny and clever, and the songs are very catchy. And Danny Elfman killed it.
Well, if we decide it's a Christmas movie, then I'll watch it. If we decide it's not, okay. Speaking of which, here's what we'll do. Ricky, let's get a little poll going for the fans, and in the meantime, maybe we can bring in another resident Christmas holiday expert.
Ooh.
Oh!
No way. No fucking way.
Well, there's no way. Your Flyzik's definitely going to say it's a Christmas movie.
I feel better already.
As the resident Disney expert here,
I
have to say it is hands down 100% a Halloween movie.
No!
No. I'm glad Jeff and I agree too. Jeff and I have a lot of similar tastes in movies.
Why do you think it's a Halloween movie?
Because the whole thing it's like a dark.
I'm sorry, when does it take place? When?
Movie.
During what time of year? During when?
In Halloween Town?
But
Here's the
what
deal.
time of year
You
is
can-
it?
You could substitute Christmas out, like Jack said, and put a different holiday in there. But you can't take Halloween away from the movie, or it's a completely different movie.
Just because their entire universe is Halloween themed doesn't mean that they don't have a Christmas time of year and it takes place during that time of year, making it a Christmas movie. Rachel said this. Listen to Rachel.
Yeah, but you could make it an Easter movie. They could
That's what I
kidnap the
said.
Easter Bunny.
Yeah, shoot the
And
movie
it would
during
still be a
Easter.
Halloween
Also,
movie.
I do have to. I do have to mention that I was mistaken in saying what the fuck is an Easter movie because everyone is saying Hop with Russell Brand, but I'm not even going to consider that a movie because I don't know what that is. So no.
I just imagine they were looking at like a big whiteboard, like, okay, Halloween movie's done, Christmas movie we've done before. There's been this movie. Okay, Easter. We have one opening for an Easter movie.
Rachel has something to say. She's got the finger.
Can I add a point? Because you
Yes.
said it's about Halloween, and so like they could have done it for Easter instead. But technically they do. They already stole the Easter bunny, and so like you're saying you can take the Christmas out of it, but you can't because they add the other holidays in, but it's still about Christmas.
Okay, well, we have some poll results.
Really makes you think.
John King.
Let's go to the poll.
John
As
King.
of now, it's looking like 23% believe it is a Christmas movie, 77% Halloween movie.
Wow.
So
That's a big difference.
back in Denver, yeah, overwhelming.
Rachel, I think we fucked this one up. I think we made the wrong choice here. But I gotta say, like in the face of so much adversity, when Jessica came in so hot and said it's already been confirmed by the second AD on the movie that it is a Halloween movie, you were still bold enough to defy. And I admire that.
People still argue that dinosaurs weren't real, and there's proof. So hey, man, you can argue anything.
We're evolution deniers.
You guys are evolution deniers.
We're the evolution deniers. We're flat earthers when it comes to this movie.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, everyone. Thanks for being here. Oh my God.
I pulled my microphone off the table. I'm so sorry.
We get a recount. Jesus.
That's how heated I am right now. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. I'm pressed. Guys, great job. Thank you so much. Matt Flyzik, thank you for being here.
Yeah, man. Happy to debate any and all Disney things you have going on. I do need to say I'm a little upset I didn't get called to do the Ghostbusters reading because that's only my favorite movie ever.
Do you want to come do a table a read with us? That'd be fun.
If you do Ghostbusters 2, yes.
That's it.
We can make that happen. We can make that happen.
Sick. All right. Thanks, guys.
Flyzik, thank you.
Happy early birthday there, Alex.
Thanks,
and Ryan.
bud. Happy belated birthday to you. Yours was a couple days ago.
Thanks a lot.
Hell yeah. I miss you, buddy.
I miss you guys too.
I'm gonna FaceTime you after this. So I'll talk to you in a bit.
All right.
We have to get through the show now. Goodbye, boy.
Bye, guys.
I love you. Guys, well done. Jessica, Jack, you have won the debate, I think. As much as I hate to concede this to you, I think the clear answer is that it is a Halloween movie.
Well, I appreciate that you have the humbleness to concede to concede something when you know you've lost it.
I would like to see a recount of that poll. I demand. You wouldn't let us watch the poll as it was happening, guys. Rachel, great job, though. You really you killed it. I did not do a good job this week, and you did a very good job. So thank you for that. You carried this team, and I admire you, and I cherish our friendship. And guys, well done.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Jessica, there's a shirt in the mail. Good riddance. Always so bitter, just berating the guests.
I love it.
I'm awful. I'm the worst. That was great. That was super great. I love them very much. They put more effort into it than either of us did, and that's always
very
nice.
good. It's always good to see people put effort into things, you know?
Yeah.
I like to know what that feels like.
Someone in the chat said, concession is an important Masters Debaters tradition. It's always observed. That's right. That's right. Concession is important here. There's an order to what we do. It's time now for the most annoying intro of the show. It's Bad Advice from Good Boys.
A new installment of Bad Advice from Good Boys. The number you are trying to reach is busy. The number you are trying to reach is busy. The number you are trying to reach is busy. You've got mail. The number you are trying to reach is busy. You've got mail. EA Sports. It's in the good.
Still haven't gotten sued for that EA Sports drop, which I love.
I love that.
Ooh,
Free
cease and
advertising.
desist on that. Yeah,
Jeff moved
that's true,
inside
actually.
here.
Oh yeah, it was chilly out there. We got a fire going.
It looks pretty still.
Are you spanking it? What's happening here?
Boy, it is still. That's how you get it going when it's frozen in time.
What's up, boys? We're back. We're back for another installment of this part of the show where we take comments from the audience. We take emails from our listeners and viewers at home, and we do our best to give our poorest advice. And keep in mind as we do this that we are not professionals. We are just stupid dummies.
We're not medical doctors per se.
Medicine's more of a hobby for me.
Nice.
Okay. This first one I'm going to keep it anonymous. Hi, guys. After the giraffe neck jack incident, which, by the way, I love that. giraffe neck jack.
The great giraffe neck incident of 2020.
There's a long read up here. I'm going to give you the TLDR. I've got an issue that I'm hoping you might be able to give me some advice on. The short version: how do you deal with seeing photos and images of yourself when you don't like the way you look in them? How do you stop yourself from constantly focusing on your flaws and just appreciate the moment? The story behind this is that she and her boyfriend, fiance, got engagement photos taken, and they looked at them and they were just both self-conscious about them, and they don't really like being in photos, having their photo taken, and they were too self-conscious to actually put the photos out there. And as
for sure,
four famous men who get our photos taken.
Well, when you find out, will you let us know?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
For real. Honestly,
right.
I don't think you ever get over that one. Truthfully,
I don't think
hate the way
humans were meant to be photographed, and I don't think I don't think that's not.
Yeah,
a normal
I agree.
thing.
It's not a normal thing, and especially like we've taken it a step further now that you say that. Like, we started photographing ourselves and looking at those, and then we started putting them all over the internet, which like there's an aspect of like seeing yourself constantly and seeing all your friends constantly, but then there's also like the added like, how many likes did I get? How many people commented? And it's like, do people approve of the way I look? Do people approve of what I'm doing? And it's like, it's fucking crazy. So
but also there's also like, I don't believe that people were meant to be photographed, and then like photographs now can be like augmented. So like
that's what sucks. Yeah.
So then you're also comparing yourself to augmented pictures, and I think it's all so terrible.
Yeah, we've been creating a shitty standard even before the internet and the filters. Like magazines were doing it too, and just fucking, great lighting and film and all of it.
But will I continue posting augmented photos yet?
This is a very
Do I
important
have
point.
every
too.
app? Yeah.
That's a very important point. No one ever looks at you as intently as you look at yourself. Like there are pictures that someone posted me, and I'm like, oh my god, they're all gonna notice whatever, and nobody gives a shit.
My favorite yeah. Oh, sorry.
I was going to read it out loud for the people that aren't
Yeah.
watching. I think it's important to understand that other people don't care about what you look like nearly as much as you think they do. They're only concerned with themselves, which that's a really good point. I just wanted to read that out loud
My favorite
for people.
Nano Tessera quote that he always tells me when I'm freaking out about something is, I think you overestimate how much time people thinking about you.
Which was the most sagely advice.
But like, great. He's like kind of, I mean, it's fucking brutal, but it's honest and it's true. And I think it's important to know that no one's thinking about you as much as you are. You know
But,
what
and
I mean?
also, like, to that point, like, we've all had experiences like this in this band. But to the person who wrote this email, remember, this all came about because Jack was concerned that his neck looked long. And I guarantee you, like, nobody would have said that. But we've all done the same thing. And I've had Photoshop eyebrows before. I've had everything. So it just doesn't stop. You just got to find a way to not give a fuck about all that. And like Jack said, when you could find that out, please let us know.
You do have to find some validation in yourself.
Yeah.
Look inward and worry less about what other people are thinking. I think that's really the only way. And also just, the other part of that is like, if you're not happy, because this specifically referred to their engagement pictures, just find the ones you love. You don't have to put all of them out there,
Or just don't get married. Maybe the photos are telling you it's not right.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Wow.
Wait, another idea is because she said that they look like really stiff and uncomfortable. So maybe you have the photographer take photos of you guys doing something you like doing. Like you don't have to stand in the middle of a forest hugging. Like go out to drink some coffee. Just do something that you feel relaxed. And then just like when Alex is doing his thing and I'm behind the bushes taking photos, he doesn't even know I'm there. He looks really natural.
When I'm in the bath. That's when I'm at my most natural, and that's when you take the pictures of me.
Yeah, take your pictures in the bath. Hey guys, we're getting married. They're just sitting in the bath. I kind of love that.
I mean, what's not to love about that?
I don't, and this, I'm a 32, almost 33-year-old man, so I can say this. I don't really like taking baths with another person, male or female, doesn't matter. Like, it's just it's a hot tub is one thing. A bath, it's too much this. I'm swishing my hands together.
Too much scissoring?
You're actually
too much
scissoring
unwanted.
right now.
Like it's unwanted scissoring.
And there's no good way to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. You just end up like slipping down the tub at each other, and there's like a K-Ray KC says this advice deteriorated very quickly. Yes, it did.
The bath is a sacred place.
Yeah, the bath is a sacred place. It's similar to a nest, which we've talked about before on this show, but it's really, you don't always want to open that up to another body. Sometimes you just need your time in the tub.
Yeah, I agree that it's nice to have alone time in a tub, but I also agree that sharing your body with others can be very fun.
Sharing is caring.
I was about to say, having said that, we've all been in the bath together, I believe, at some point or another.
Yes.
I'm not saying I won't do it.
Yeah. There's a time and a place, and oftentimes it's a special occasion. But most of the time, the bath is for private time.
This is my first time watching this show. What the fuck is happening?
Welcome to the show, Pathetic. You're going to love it. Stick around.
If they're gonna use the bath as a setting for the photo shoot, though, it can be a metaphor for washing away who you used to be and coming together as one now in the tub together, which is normally meant for one person. I'll see you later.
I do love the. Wait, no.
Did Jeff just mic drop us with some Britney Spears shit? I love that.
Sorry, I do love the concept of someone like just finding out about our band and listening to this podcast right now and just getting on here right now and being like, what the fuck?
If you're just tuning in, it's so good. Monsters, available now, featuring Demi Lovato and Black Bear on Spotify and all other DSPs.
All right, so here's one. One of my favorite parts of the show is when you read emails. I hope you might answer some of these questions. I'm genuinely curious about the side projects experience with Fame. I've been to your shows and signings, and they're always a fun-ass time, but sometimes a fun-ass time across the line. Throughout your career, have you ever had a fan experience that sticks out in your mind as being truly appalling, offensive, or cringeworthy? There was one that we can talk about that I remember with Alex.
We've had a lot of experiences where things cross lines, and it's not always even in like the ways that you might expect. I think sometimes what people forget is like, and this goes for all people that you kind of see online and don't expect to meet or whatever. There's just like, you get this kind of notion that like maybe the way you interact with them online, or like the jest with which you speak online, the sarcasm, all that shit, like is going to translate well in person. So I've found sometimes like we'll have someone that's a complete stranger walk up and just say almost like something that's like really offensive.
Oh, dude, and then you're just left to be
like,
you look fucking tired today. I'm like,
what the fuck did you just say? Get out of here. And it's like you know it's one of those things. It's tricky. It's tricky because I think we've all been doing this long enough to where you kind of, that there's an aspect of that, and we kind of expect it. It's not new to us, but at the same time, it doesn't make it any less weird. And there have been times like we had someone break onto our tour bus one time and like pin me in the back lounge, and it got real weird. We've had people like come to our houses, which crosses a line for sure. And I think you have to realize that everybody's just people.
Yeah.
I mean, George Clooney cuts his own fucking hair with a vacuum cleaner.
It's a perfect example. They're just like us.
They're just like us, man. They're just as crazy as us.
I hope that one day in the future, you're doing an interview somewhere and there's some kind of invention that we talked about on the show that you're using. And it's like, yeah, no, this microwave got me through some hard times.
I think it's going to be that. Treat people the way you want to be treated. That's what it comes down to. Treat people the way you want to be treated, regardless of whether there's a dynamic of celebrity or anything else. Just
and I think that whole thing of being kind of like friendly to the point of sarcasm and not meanness, but kind of just that little slap on the back. Coming from a complete stranger, it gets a little weird. But we also understand that there are sometimes nerves involved, and it feels like if you break that wall of like, okay, we're buddies, and you say like, Alex, nice fucking hat, weirdo, something like that.
Available now in the All-Time Low merch store.
Okay, and the last question on this same email from Bean.
Also, by the way, just before we're done with that, I truly love the roasts, the kind and friendly roasts that happen online between us and the fans. I think it's a lot of fun. So I don't want to confuse people and make them think that we are offended by any of that. It's just there's like context is key, and that's it. Go ahead, Ray. Sorry.
Last question. Have you ever met a celeb that you totally embarrassed yourself in front of, either because you were nervous or drunk? And those are your options.
Let me try to remember.
Most interactions with other people. I don't know.
I was really weird the first 12 times I met Mark Hoppus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That took a while for me.
I can speak comfortably to that one. It was the same. Jack, when Jack and I first went to write with him, and I remember I just felt like I kept putting my foot in my mouth, and I was like, "There's nothing I can say that is worthy of this gentleman who has influenced my entire life." It was terrifying. The time I chickened out talking to Imogen Heap at the airport. That was one that got me, and I felt I felt like a bumbling idiot. I was like, "Hi," and I just turned around and walked away. I was too stoked. Who else? I mean,
you ran up to Beyonce pretty confidently once.
That was the opposite, though. That was I didn't embarrass myself. I was so drunk that I magically whisked myself through that experience in a way that I didn't die. Because for those of you who don't know the story, we were in Japan. Jay-Z was performing on the main stage. We had just played earlier in the day, so we had the main stage laminates, and they weren't usually when the headliner goes on, they have their own security and they don't let the other bands on the stage and things like that. And at this show, people were our passes still worked, and so I went side stage to go watch Jay-Z, which was the fucking coolest thing I've ever seen. First of all,
by the way, that show was so fucking good.
Yeah.
Jay-Z show.
Yeah, exactly. And Beyonce was there with him. She came out, they performed a song together, then she went backside stage, and then she walked off stage from the other side of the stage to where I was, came down behind the stage, and I was like, oh my God, she's right there.
You and Dan Smyers were just fucking hammered.
Dan and Shay. We were super drunk in Japan watching this. And I was like, oh my God, Dan. She's right there. She's walking right there. She's going back to their dressing room. We go to those dressing rooms too. We have the credentials. It's all good. So I went on an intercept course, and I came off the other side of the stage. And she's walking towards me, and it's Beyonce. It's Queen Bey. And I was just like, there's two ways that this is going to go. I'm either going to approach and immediately get stiff-armed by one of the three massive security guards that she's with, and that'll be my night.
That's about 95%.
That was 95%. Or I act like I know her, and because we're so far from home. That was the thing that kept resonating in my mind. I was like, we're in Japan. It's not like we're in Kansas where she's like, I know I haven't met this motherfucker before. We're in Japan. So I'm like, I came in arms open and smiled. I was like, hey, Beyonce, so good to see you. It's Alex from All-Time Low. And she, without fail, I think this just goes to show how nice she is as a person, didn't let me get tackled by her security and gave me a big old hug. I was like, hey, it's so good to see you. And I think there was a few seconds where as it was happening, she was like, maybe I know this guy. And then as we backed away from each other, I could see it in her eyes. She's like, I don't know that fucking guy at all. I was like, okay, bye. And I just ran.
In some alternate universe, Beyonce's doing a podcast where she's talking about the worst fan experience she's had. And she's like, I got talking about this guy in Japan once.
Time is a flat circle, and it's come right back around.
Well, it's good to be back, guys. I've missed you.
Yeah. I've missed you guys so much.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This thing's cutting off my circulation.
You gotta stretch it out.
Do you have your ring on again?
You gotta stretch these out.
Yes, Stretch.
Tyler Dutko says, throwback to the first APMAs when I snuck into the VIP area and dabbed up Slash.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Fuck yeah, Tyler.
I love
Fuck
that.
yeah.
Oh, man.
I was gaming
All right.
with Tyler the other night.
He's a good boy. He's a very good boy.
How has this been so long already? We didn't even do like, we cut a portion of it.
We've just been talking a lot. I had a feeling we would because it's been a while.
Yeah.
I thought there'd be a lot for us to catch up about, you know?
Anything else we need to talk about?
I don't think so. Should we wrap this up and get on to fun facts and the rest?
Yes.
All right.
Jeff, you want to sing the song?
Hey, before you guys go, let's all do this together. Before you guys go, we forgot to check in with Blonde Bear earlier, so let's all do that now together. Let's see what Blonde Bear's doing. Over to Blonde Bear.
Oh.
There he is.
Whoa.
Little hike. He likes to go on hikes too, you know.
He loves a hike.
He's looking for fishies.
He's doing a
in the
little
woods.
dance right there. What's he doing?
What is he doing? What?
What is he doing?
If you like pina coladas, what?
Oh my God.
Oh, he's
Was he?
I think it's itching.
He's
Was that
itching
tree
his
fornication?
leg.
Was he
He's
humping?
itching his leg.
My
It's
dog,
itching, hopefully.
my dog Peyton sometimes does this thing where he like gets confused and like air humps for a little while, and he looks. It's kind of sad because it's like his body starts doing it, and it's almost like it's a thing he can't control. So his body is humping vigorously, but his face is shame. He's like he looks worried, and he's like, I don't know.
He learned that from Daddy.
He learned that from Daddy. Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
My sister's dog does this weird thing, and Alex, you know all about dogs. I'm assuming you know why they do this, or you'll make something up.
What?
But my sister's dog like pulls his food out or a treat and like rubs his back on it. Like he like rubs himself on the treats or like the food before he eats it. Is that like
I do that with good food too.
Sawyer does that too with new treats. He'll rub his
Sawyer does
face.
it?
He'll rub his face into them before he eats them.
Yeah. Is that weird? It's so interesting.
They do this because they're protective of their own resources and want to leave their scent on their food so others will not take it. Have you been stealing your sister's dog's food again?
Jack, I hate to tell you this, but every Jack snack that you've done on the show, I have rubbed vigorously on my body. All right, well, with that, we'll see you later, boys.
All right, guys.
Peace be with you.
Peace be, and also with you.
And also with you. Thank you, Ryan. I was waiting for it. It's time. It's time now for Jeff. Do the song like we practiced. Elephants are excellent distance swimmers. They can swim for up to 6 hours and 30 miles continuously. They are so buoyant that if they get tired in the water, they just float and take a rest. They can also use their trunk as a snorkel.
That's kind of cute.
I love it. I wish I had a trunk that I could use as a snorkel. If you cut a rose stem 4 times vertically and soak each part in a different colored dye, you get a rainbow rose. Thanks to the Fibonacci sequence.
Oh,
look at that.
Is that really the Fibonacci sequence?
Apparently. I just read the thing.
Oh.
In 2017, 2 students jokingly placed a $1.30 store-bought pineapple on an empty table at an art exhibition in Scotland to check if people would take it in for an art piece. When they returned 4 days later, the pineapple was covered in glass protection. It had been adopted as an art piece.
Wow.
And that's art.
Then they sold it for $1 million.
That in itself is art. It was like the banana that was taped to the wall at that other gallery. And I think it did sell for a lot of money. The line that separates the day and the night side on Earth is called Terminator. True. True. Makes sense. For about 6 months following its opening, Disneyland had a lingerie store on Main Street. Guests could only buy intimate apparel and watch a presentation on the history of women's underwear, hosted by an animatronic known as the Wizard of Bras.
What the fuck?
Flyzik, you still here? Is this true? Tell me he's still here. Is he gone? Damn it, we lost Flyzik. All right. Stephen Hawking's ashes were buried between the graves of Isaac Newton and Charles Darwin in a section of Westminster Abbey known as the Scientist Corner. As a tribute, during burial, the European Space Agency beamed recordings of Hawking's voice to the nearest black hole. That's dope.
Oh, that's dope.
I don't want to be excessive or anything, but if you guys don't do that for me at my funeral, I'll be pissed.
I'll kill you.
Yeah, I expect to be shot into a black hole when I pass as well. Do that for your friends.
Do that
for your friends. Earth suffers an impact from an object the size of a football field about once every 2,000 years. That's terrifying.
Fuck.
It's terrifying.
When's the last time?
It's not. They don't go further in this. Jeff, do you know any more about that?
No, I do not.
Perfect. All right. Great. We come here to learn. Antacids taste like chalk because they are chalk.
Oh.
Yeah. Mad honey is a type of honey that causes people to hallucinate. Let's go. Honey hunters in Nepal make dangerous vertical climbs to harvest it because it sells for $60 to $80 a pound. I like
so
that.
it's like funny honey?
Funny honey. It's funny honey. They call it mad honey, but funny honey would have been better.
Yeah.
They should rethink. Rebranding. Rebranding. The lacrimal punctum is a small hole in your eyelids that drains your tears to your nose. It's the reason why you get a runny nose after crying.
Oh, interesting. That's so gross.
I have a weird, interesting thing about this, actually. When I use eye drops, they go, like, I can feel them go into the back of my throat.
Ew,
It's
really?
super gross. Yeah, like my eyes drink them up and put them into my head, which I don't like.
When I was mired with pink eye earlier this year, I had the same thing where I would like get it and I could taste it afterwards.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, I got your pink eye, Ryan.
You're welcome.
Pink eye is something that all friends should share.
Yeah.
Among themselves. Only among themselves. Only friend group to friend group. For 15 years, Sweden thought they were hearing Russian submarines invading their territory. They were regularly investigated, sending subs, boats, and helicopters at great expense, only to come up empty-handed. Upon investigation by a biologist, it turned out to be herring farts.
Ew. Dibs on band name herring farts.
Foiled again. I love that. Jack, what did we learn today, buddy?
Real quick, before we do what did we learn, I just got sent this article, and I want Reed to put it up because it's kind of interesting.
Tell me.
And I feel like this is like Jeff Maker breaking news. Can we put it up, Reed, or is it not loaded? It seems like former Israeli space security chief Haim Eshed has revealed that aliens from a galactic federation have been in contact with the U.S. and Israel for years, but humanity isn't ready to know this.
Yeah, no shit. Because that's not news to me.
Wait.
Isn't that crazy?
Humanity isn't ready to know this, and yet he's telling us.
He's telling us. Isn't that weird?
None of this makes sense.
What is Jack doing during this podcast that he's like reading news articles
right?
separate of everything?
Someone sent it to me.
He's
and I
just
feel like that's...
Jack's watching another podcast as we do ours.
I just, anything alien, I feel like we got to interrupt because it's very important.
It is important to put that on the show. Damn. Well, that's another. I mean, I feel like that's like a lot of world leaders and former world leaders and like people in high up positions that had security clearance. Like, there's a handful of them that have come out and said things like that. That they know. Yeah, there you go. Former Israeli space security chief says aliens exist. Humanity ain't ready for this shit. Ain't ready for the mixtape. That's
I'm ready.
crazy.
Give it to me.
I'm ready.
All right.
I'm ready. Unless it's bad, then don't do it. Then I don't want to know.
Yeah, then I want to know. Okay, what did we learn?
What did we learn?
It's Miss Izzy's birthday today.
That's right. Happy birthday, Mama.
I love you, Mom.
I love you, Mama.
Rachel's first favorite band is Black Bear, Not Us.
But we accept that because he is an ally.
Yeah. Make sure you give kids presents this year, the ones in the hospital that can't, are by themselves.
Yes, please. Did we get the info for that, by the way? Did we find some creative...
I know you can go to the St. Jude website,
I sent
stjude.org.
The Children's Hospital of Los Angeles is doing a toy drive as well, Jack, that you can donate to. And there's like a wish list.
Yeah, I'm assuming you could find the children's hospitals in your city to donate to. I will do the Los Angeles one.
If you have the means, please do that. Think about others, especially this time of year, this year.
Tyler Dutko wants dab slash.
It's true.
Kind of dope. PlayStations are not air purifiers.
But maybe one day.
I eat my sister's dog food.
So wrong.
I don't...
Look how happy that boy is.
Kid's so happy. Yeah. I don't want to meet Tim Burton.
Never meet that hero.
Alex rubs his body on my snacks.
Yes, I do.
Pink eye is something all friends should share.
Mm-hmm.
Love you guys.
I love you, Ryan.
Nice. Good app. I'm going to
This is
go
great.
watch
This
The
is fun.
Queen's Gambit.
Queen's Gambit. Please like and subscribe at Crash Test Live on YouTube. You can watch these shows after the fact. Go back and catch up on all the episodes you missed. If you're the person that tuned in halfway through this show and was very confused, you got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah.
So go back. Spend your holidays learning with us. You want to be on Master Debaters at CrashTestLive.com. If you want to be on Are You Smarter Than Jack, which will make its return at some point, smarter at CrashTestLive.com. For general info / fan submitted stories, and this is the one to know if you want to submit stuff, stories, experiences, questions that we will talk about during our Bad Advice by Good Boys segment. Sorry, Russ. Info at CrashTestLive.com. Guys, we love you. One more time, live merch for discounts at our store, store.crashtestlive.com. All the plugs. You got to make all the plugs. I get tired doing the plugs, man. I get tired. I'm sick of being a corporate sellout, man. I'm sick of being held to the corporation standards, man. I don't want to do it anymore. I got to break free. I got to write rock and roll. I got to move on, man.
Alex Gascar don't got time for nobody.
I don't got time for nobody. We'll be back with our holiday special the 19th, or unless we decide to cancel it last minute. But we'll be back at some point. Happy holidays, folks. I hope you're enjoying. Stay safe. Be well. This is Crash Test Live. Peace.
Crash Test Live.
Boom, 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 boom.